Hi everyone, this is the tutorial for Keep Me Honest. My name's Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. So to play along with the track, you need to detune your guitar down half a step. All I mean by that is that the E would become an E flat, the A would become an A flat, D would be a D flat, G would be a G flat, B would be a B flat, and E would be an E flat. So, what I'm going to do, however, is play this in standard tuning. More than likely you're in standard tuning, so rather than waste time, we're just going to learn it in standard tuning, but to play along with the track, that's how you would need to do it. Otherwise, it'll sound a little bit off. So there is an introduction to this song, and we have 3 chords. The first chord that we need is a G major chord. G major is a 3 on the E string, 2 on the A, 0, 0, 0 on the D, G and B, and then a 3 on the high E. That's the first chord. We'll talk about strumming and structure in a moment. However, the second chord is a C major chord. That is a 3 on the A string, 2 on the D, an open G string, 1 on the B and an open E. We don't play the E string. And the final chord we need for the intro, a D major chord, which is an open D string, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, 2 on the high E. And for D major, we don't play the E and A strings. So what's going to happen is we play G to C, D to C for the introduction. Now the strumming is relatively straightforward. We're playing lots of downs and ups. So for the G chord, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or if you were to count along, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what happens on the second chord and the fourth chord, which are both C chords, we go late to them. So there's almost like a little pause. So you could see that C chord felt like it should have been a little bit sooner. Now what we're going to do is actually fill that little pause with a strum where you're changing between the chords. So yeah, that C chord comes in just a little bit late after the G and after the D chord. Let me demonstrate that slowly. It's a really subtle detail, but it's one that we want to include because that's what they do on the track. I'll also count along with it so you can really hear and feel the beat of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you were to play that set of chords 2 times in a row, you've got yourself the introduction. We then get to the first verse, and looking over to my notes, we play the exact same thing 4 times round. That's when Michael starts singing and doing his thing, but yeah, same chords 4 times in a row. However, we then get to a pre-chorus where things change quite a bit, and it's worth mentioning that if you would like the chord chart for this, which is all the chords with the full structure, as well as the chords and the lyrics matched up, let's say you want to sing along or play along, and you want to make sure you know that you're playing the right chord with the right lyric, then head on over to Patreon, where I've got you covered. Everything's right out professionally for the price of a coffee, and you get access to not only this song, but well over 400 other songs of the latest releases. In fact, there's a couple of Michael's songs on there as well. So feel free to check that out. However, let's dig in with that pre-chorus. And the pre-chorus sustains some chords. Now, all I mean by sustain is playing a chord and letting it ring out. In fact, the first chord that we need to play is this one here, D major. And what we'll do is we'll hold that for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then C major, 2, 3, 4. Back to D, 2, 3, 4. Then we get a C chord and build it up. Yeah, so we have this really quiet pre-chorus where we're holding the chords. Then at the end of it, we get that C chord and start building it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 beats up 2 bars worth of that C major chord. What I'm going to do is play through it, the pre-chorus that is, without talking over the top of it, so you can really hear how it all fits together. We then get to the chorus, and the chorus has the same chords as the verse, but a little bit of a different strumming pattern, just a subtle one. So when you go from the G to the C chord, so down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. And that's going from the G to the C. I'm going to play it a lot slower than the track so you can really follow what both of my hands are doing. Like I said, it's the same chords, G to C, D to C, but yeah, strumming a bit different. Here it is. I'll also count along, because I know some people really find it useful for counting along with the chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how I was still waiting for the C major chord, so I just play that a little bit later after the G and after the D. And at this point we start to get a bit of repetition. Looking over to the notes, we have a second verse. C to G, D to C. 4 times round. Nice and straightforward compared to what we did before. We then have another pre-chorus, which again, same as the first pre-chorus, where we sustain D to C, D, and then build up that C chord. We then get another chorus, thankfully, same as before. So basically, everything that we've done gets repeated. However, there is then a bridge section, and this bridge section changes things a little bit more. So yeah, it might be worth checking out that link to Patreon, because we've got a new chord to worry about now, and that is A minor. An open A string, 2, 2 on the D and G, 1 on the B, and an open E string. That's A minor. We are not going to play this E string here. And what happens is we go from A minor to G, and then a full bar of D major, like this. You can see I'm carrying on that strumming pattern from the chorus, and I'm just doing it with those chords there. So A minor, G, and D. We then play the same thing again, but replace D with C, like this. So those are the two parts of the bridge. What I'll do is now play it through, again without me talking. And at that point we start to get a little bit more repetition. Looking over to the notes one final time, there is a pre-chorus where we do that sustaining idea, then building up the C, same as before. We've got a chorus that we play 4 times round, and then there is an outro where we play the G to C, D to C, but it is 2 times round to end the song. And there we go, that's everything you need to get through this song. So if you found it useful, please do like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. Very close to 5,000 subscribers, and I'm trying to get there before the end of the year. So please do consider subscribing, please. And yeah, if you are interested in the extra material over on Patreon, yeah, links are in the description for that as well. I also want to say thanks to the people on the screen who are my active patrons. The moment this video goes live, they will get access to that content straight away. So thanks to them for their support. Thanks to you for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.